The last load right before you go home is the best one. I remember looking at my mirror and seeing the green light come on, and I pulled my truck forward, went back and shut the doors, and I walked towards my truck, opened the door, jumped in, put my seatbelt on, and right before I was going to put it in gear, I get a phone call, and it's my son. I say hello. He says, "Hey, Dad, when are you going to be here? When are you going to come home?" I said, "Son, don't worry about it. Before you even know it, I will be home and I will be pulling into the driveway in my truck." He said, "Okay, Dad, be safe. And don't forget that I love you." And I told him I loved him back. Hung up the phone. Put the truck in gear and pulled out onto the main highway, set the truck on cruise control and put on my favorite tunes. I'm just driving along and I reach over and I grab a cup of coffee. Right as I was going to put it and take a drink, I noticed a school bus jump out in front of me. I dropped the coffee and I grabbed the steering wheel and I turn left and I jerk it right, and then I see trees coming towards me, and all of a sudden the lights just went out. I wake up and kind of dazed, looked at myself, and I have no broken bones, I have no cuts, I have no bruises. And I thought to myself, thank God you saved me. Thank you so much. I looked at the truck and it was completely mangled around some trees. As I stand up, I hear sirens coming towards me, and I run to the street, and I see a firefighter jump out of his truck, and he starts running towards my truck, and I tell him, Sir, I'm right here. I'm fine. I made it. I have no cuts. I have no bruises. I have no broken bones." And as I said bones, he ran right past me. I'm like, that's odd. Did he not hear me? He goes to the door, he opens it up, and as soon as the door opens, I see an arm just kind of drop. And I'm like, that's odd. How is there somebody in the truck if I was the only one in the truck? So I start walking towards the firefighter and towards my truck, and I see that he's there trying to resuscitate somebody in there, but I can't see the face. And I still look at myself. I'm like, I'm standing right here. I'm okay. As I look back up, I noticed that he stopped doing what he was doing, and he grabbed a white sheet and he put it over the person's face. And I'm like, who can be in this truck if I was the only one there? But his arm was kind of sticking outside of the sheet, and I noticed that there was a tattoo on his arm, and it said my son's name. And how could it be my son's name if I'm right here? He doesn't know my son. And then I looked up again, and I saw the firefighter coming towards me, and I'm trying to stop him, and he goes right through me and comes out the other side. I'm like, how is this happening? And then I finally realized that person in the seat is actually me, and I'm no longer part of this world. But the only thing I could think about is my son waiting at the house, waiting to see my truck pull in and me jumping out and running to him and giving him a hug. But now what's going to pull into the driveway is going to be a squad car, and a police officer is going to walk up to the door and tell him that Daddy's no longer going to be coming home. And that totally shatters my heart. But then I remember him telling me, "Daddy, I love you." And just those words right there made me realize that I can go in peace, and that the load I just delivered was my last load.